Welcome back to Tag 'em and Bag 'em, everybody. I'm Jay. This is Jackie. And today we're going to break down was it Saturday night showdown
Showdown.
from Salina.
Yeah. So, how was your week?
It wasn't too terrible. I
Yeah.
mean, it was a week. You know how it goes.
Yeah, we work together, so I do know. I know really well.
It's somebody.
Every day we hustling.
I really wouldn't call it hustle. It's a fucking job.
It's still a hustle. You gotta hurry up and get there. We got
That's
a
true.
30-minute call time.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes. Time.
Um,
At least we try to.
Anything big happen this week for you? No. We
Well, yeah, I guess so. We finished our room.
our room.
We got some new nice lights.
Yeah, the lighting is a lot better. I'm not gonna walk out of here blind, so that's great.
A lot more ambient, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, it's more vivid.
Yeah.
So it's not there. I feel like it's gonna get really warm in here. So we're gonna have to, because you can't turn on the ceiling fan while we're recording because nobody else. That's all you'll be able to hear.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out eventually. Right now it's just the two of us, and we can take a break. But if we have guests, and I was thinking about it, we're probably gonna wait to start having guests till probably after the holidays,
Yeah.
just so everybody can celebrate their Thanksgiving and Christmas. I mean, we may visit it again in December. But I think it would be a good idea to start fresh. That way we are completely done. We've got all the wiring and everything figured out, because I made a mistake this week when we covered all the shelves with walls. I covered also the outlets. Not we didn't make a mistake. I did. I fucked up and somebody didn't call me on it. So it makes it a little hard to plug things in when you only have one outlet and it's on the wrong side of the room.
All right, though.
It,
It looks good in here.
it does look good. It looks really good. And you actually have empty shelf space
Yeah. Well, for now.
for now.
Yeah, we ain't pulled everything out.
Well, that's true. There's stuff in the other room that's in the closet that we got to get out.
Plus this closet here that we ain't even touched. Or wrestling signs and some more wrestling magazines. And that's about it, though. I don't think there's too much more wrestling.
I don't think there's any more. Well, I know we have Justin Gray's shirt, his vest. And I know you've got a bunch of magazines. But as far as action figures, you've only got 24 stands more that you need, 26 stands more. So, yeah. So it's busy, but it's really cool. And later on today, we're going to work on our sound equipment.
Yeah.
And we're going to work on getting our mics and mixer set up. I just didn't want to do it today. The lights was the big tackle.
Turned out pretty easy.
A lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I think the whole thing was putting sand in the sandbags.
Why give sandbags with no sand?
Because that's expensive shit.
It just happens that I happen to be a gardener, and then we happen to have sand in the backyard. So, I mean, not like a litter box type sand.
No, it's actually still in bags.
Yeah.
So
We used it. We were going to use it for our fire pit.
yeah.
So
We did something else with the fire pits. We'll need it for the fire pits. And we got 4 sandbags
yeah,
at our disposal.
yeah. I'm already warm in here. So what else went on this weekend? I don't think anything else happened this week other than just working a lot. So no big announcements other than the room is done.
Yeah.
And then so we made two road trips this week. So for Friday, we drove up to play poker with Billy Simmons and some friends, because Billy Simmons is a grandpa now.
Grandpa Billy.
Grandpa Billy, and the baby came home, chunky cheeks and
Cute little thing.
absolutely adorable. And Grandpa could not be prouder, as I'm sure Mom and Dad are. So he was showing pictures last night. And so then that's an hour and a half drive there, an hour and a half drive back, and then turned around and did it again on Saturday.
A little exhausted?
I'm always exhausted. I think I'm at that age where I'm just a constant state of needing a nap, but can't take a nap.
How did your night go last?
My night went really well.
It went
yeah, I did. I enjoyed it very much. We hung out a lot longer than I thought we were going to be fair, for both nights.
Both nights, yeah. I'd say this whole show last night was top notch.
Top notch.
It was freaking awesome.
There were some really big highs and some points that we want to kind of catch on, just to kind of give some what it looked like from our perspective.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it was a good show. It's always a good show. Billy Simmons is really great at storytelling and booking, and um, we're proud of what he does. So, do we want to get started?
Let's get started.
All right. Jaron Bell is a professional singer out of Salina. And he has like, I don't know, 1 point some million followers on YouTube and all these things. He is now going to be joining Jeff Mitchell commentary. So I'm going to guess he's color and Jeff is play by play.
It seemed that way. He had a little bit of the way he commentated was almost like, oh, I can't think of his name, the football player that comes out every once in a while.
You're after Summit. I don't know.
The blonde dude, he's always jumping on the tables and shit on SmackDown. You know who I'm talking about. I just can't think of his name.
Jumping on tables?
Yeah. Every time Jey Uso comes out, he's yeet.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the ESPN show.
You said long dude, and my brain went, no. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. So,
yeah. His name right now.
You said you can't think of his name, and that's when his name went that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I'm sure it'll pop in my head in the middle of the show, and I'll yell it.
Yeah, don't yell it, but because the mics are really sensitive, apparently. So when we get really excited, they like blake us both out.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So the VIP match was Simon versus Warhawk Zachariah Creed, but it was originally billed with
Clay
Simon, and Clay Huna, but things changed. So let's start with the VIP match.
Yeah. Well, the Warhawk definitely is a heavy hitter. He was beating Simon up pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and we've seen Zachariah Creed several times.
Yeah.
We actually saw him in another company, and we've seen him several times in HCW.
First time we saw him, I think, was with the tag team. I can't remember what the tag team's name was.
I don't remember, but it was last year sometime. But what was your feeling on this match?
It was a good opener.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it was fun to watch. Warhammer's kind of a treat.
What was your prediction for this match?
Well, I didn't have one, but you said Simon was going to win with the low blow.
I told you. What happened?
Simon kind of
hit
won with the low blow, hit the Sister Abigail, then hit the mandible claw.
Did he do the Sister Abigail?
Yeah, he did. There was 2 Sister Abigails last night, or Blade Runner, depending on who you are, what you watch.
Okay. Anyway, so but we knew it was going to be shenanigans. So, but his finisher is actually the mandible claw.
Yeah.
So
Katie Lynn kind of got involved for a few. She jumped up on the apron and started jaw jacking with the Warhammer.
Yeah, who was the ref on this match?
I don't remember the ref on this match because we didn't get to rewatch it.
I think it was Joe.
I think it was Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Simon pulls out the win. It was a really good match. There was at one point that Zachariah Creed, the way he was hitting him was like he hated him because some of those like the crossbodies or not crossbodies, clotheslines he was hitting them. And Simon at one point got hit. I don't remember what he hit him with, but he was like shaking and sees. Oh, he pulled his shirt up over his head and really
it was
chopped him. This was a chop fest.
I think everybody's kind of upset that we said Kane Carter.
No, say that.
We said
Paradox
had the hardest chops, and now everybody.
Well, Paradox is like got a vengeance. It's not as he does have hard chops, but it wasn't necessarily that we said he had hard chops. It's that he had a vengeance against the whole locker room, and Bumping Chops agreed with this. Like it's like he had some kind of event. Like maybe somebody stole his gummy bears.
So yeah, originally we thought he had the hardest chops, but after last night,
I think it was a competition.
I think everybody was trying to, even the women. I mean,
they were all like,
everybody's like, "I'm gonna chop the hell out of somebody, and you're gonna hear it."
Yeah, and so as like Zachariah hits him with his shirt down a couple of times, and that's bad enough. But then he pulls his shirt and wraps it around Simon, like pulls it up like a bully over his head, and then chops him. And Simon gets on the floor and he's just seizing for a minute. Meanwhile, I'm losing my stuff because I'm laughing so hard. But yeah, Katie Lynn gets involved, distraction from the ref or to the ref, and Simon pulls out the low blow, which I knew was coming.
I don't even think the distraction was at the ref because she was in Warhawk's face.
Yeah, but it's
And the ref
still
was just standing there.
yeah, I don't know. So
And the
anyway,
crowd even at one point started chanting, "Kick her out," and
yeah. So, but Simon gets the win
you know,
because that apparently that mandible claw, which is absolutely fucking disgusting. If you don't know, the mandible claw is Simon has two fingers, usually his two middle fingers taped together, usually with black tape, and he uses those to
I think it's
wrap around
actually,
the
it might be like the same thing Mankind used to have, which is like a cloth, and it went over and then it wrapped around the wrist, and
it looks like tape to me, so I'm sorry if it's a cloth, I
we
don't know.
probably taped it up so much because when you stick it down somebody's throat, you probably get it caught on
It's
teeth and
disgusting. It's
yeah,
disgusting.
and unless
So, yeah, he didn't tap and he didn't get pinned. Simon applied the mandible claw, and
you pass out.
apparently Zachariah Creed passed out, and the ref raises his arms, and no, he didn't even do the 1, 2, 3 raise the
I just
arm.
did the one. They don't.
He just did the one, and then he's like, "Yeah, call it."
The only time you do the 1, 2, 3 is when they're in an old fashioned sleeper hold. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I've seen him in the crossface, the step over toe. What is it? STF.
At that point, they ask them because their hands.
You gonna tap? I
Yeah,
would tap.
that's different. Things have changed so much from the 80s. You know, it's weird
Yeah,
watching submission sometimes because I'm like, I wish they would do the whole raise the arm, or sometimes they don't even tap and they just all of a sudden you see the ref and he turns around and calls for the bell because they can't tap because their arms are.
broken, dead. So, what did you think of that match?
It was a pretty good match. It was, like I said, it was hard hitting. You know how I feel about hard hitting matches.
I know, but as far as an opener, what did you think?
It was, well, it was awesome.
You like that for the
It was a
opener?
good opener.
Yeah, it was a good start. It was a really good start. It was a good way to warm up the crowd. So,
Yeah, especially that Salina crowd. They're not like Wichita. It's a little different.
no, it is like night and day,
Yeah,
and it's very strange to
but
me.
they were being pretty vocal last night.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were there and they were involved and they were being vocal. They kind of got real quiet in weird spots that kind of, I mean, I think just like some people said, it's that crowd is different than Wichita, and they just need to figure out where they lay.
Yeah,
What gets them excited, what doesn't get them excited, what pisses them off. Because apparently, just because you're from Kansas doesn't mean you think the same way. I don't know. Maybe they're more ghetto.
yeah.
I don't know. I
don't
don't know. I really don't know. I mean, maybe they're more bougie and they like more bougie things. They need a Ric Flair, like an actual Ric Flair, Randy Ravishing Rick Rude kind of character to come out and be a dick.
That and you notice like the last few times we went there, they had a lot of Salina people
Uh-huh.
wrestling, and this time it wasn't so much. I mean,
What do you mean with a lot of Salina people? You mean
like
like
like the
the funk
Nature
and
or Jimmy the Funk.
well, maybe they just had other engagements.
Yeah. So I mean, it just like it's like I felt like the crowd didn't know who to cheer for, and sometimes they went against the grain, like they were.
Well, and to be fair, are they invested in the storylines yet?
That's true.
Because they just started in Salina.
That's true.
They haven't been there for very long. It's been what 5 months, 6 months?
Something like
I
that.
think it hasn't been a very long time. So maybe they're not invested in the story. And since we've been doing this for now, started our third year, we're fully invested. No matter where we go with HCW, we know what's going on and what's astonishing and what's not.
Yeah.
But we try to do, as the undercard, we try to do
Our best to let
our
people.
job
At least, well, we have our opinions. Like me and Jackie, we differ on opinions all the time.
all the time.
All the time. So the next match we have was Chance Kerrigan, Calvin Aldridge, and Mitch Onyx.
Yeah, it was billed as a fatal a three-way.
But for some reason, well, I think we know the reason. Chance decided he wasn't wrestling in this match.
Well, he came out
He came out.
and he just kind of.
He didn't even. He rolled for like 2 minutes, just like
I don't even think that's rolling. That's more of I'm here.
Yeah.
And then he gets in the ring, and that damn ref, Mike the Voice or Chris the Voice. Sorry, Chris the Voice.
Announcer, yeah.
Man, that is disrespectful. I would think
was said from Texas, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," from the sunny beaches of Kansas.
I would think that
That was kind of a real.
that should be a fee. If I was the owner of HCW,
Mhm.
you'd be paying a fine because that's bullshit. You don't get to play. As an announcer, you don't get to play favorites. You are supposed to be middle down the road. You ain't got nothing invested in the
Well,
story. No. When you're outside of the ring, you can do whatever you want. Once you're
I don't
inside of the
think
ring,
that was Kane's hometown he announced. It was actually Mitch Onyx because it said when he came out, when he said Mitch Onyx,
I don't care. He was being disrespectful.
but he said Texas, and I bet you the first thing he thought when he heard Texas was
It's still disrespectful
Sugar
to the
Kane.
former champ because he didn't. He lost graciously. He lost really, really well. There was no reason for that.
Yeah, but he was down last night.
Yeah,
He's,
and that wouldn't that make you down? You already lost your belt, and then all of a sudden, this dude from Salina, who's supposed to be announcing you to build you up to come into the match, is all of a sudden like going, yeah, it's like kicking your dog while you're down,
yeah,
and that's bullshit. But that's my personal opinion, and so yeah,
Chance walked away, and
then Calvin comes in, and Mitch comes in, and then Chance rolls out and says, "Sorry, Salina, I can't do it. Peace out," and he left.
yeah,
And then they changed the match because we thought maybe he'd come out later, but he didn't. And so then it became
one-on-one match.
one-on-one.
Mitch Onyx and Calvin Aldridge.
I always want to call him Calvin Coolidge, like the president.
And Jeff at one point said that he thinks that Calvin Aldridge is like the purest athlete in HCW.
He's been saying that for a while. He is very athletic, and he's actually doubled in size since the first time we saw him.
Yeah, he's got
as far as
he's not so
mass.
skinny anymore.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of mass. Mitch,
Muscle put on.
now we saw him with Coda Brand. Well, we saw him one other time before that, but we've seen him several times. The last time we saw him with Coda Brand, he was out for his own self.
Yeah.
You know, he looking out for number one. So now he's doing singles, and we didn't see the I'm big stuff. We didn't see the, you know.
So it was his wrestling style from those first times we've seen him. To me, he's showing us what he's really all about now. You know, those
It's
first
like a whole other person.
Yeah, well, it's really weird.
But not in a bad way.
Person, no,
No.
really, that match was really good. It started off with a handshake.
Uh-huh.
They shook each other's hands, got into it, and we got to them chopping each other,
Which was crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, and it got pretty brutal there. But I mean, as far as it goes, the whole match, like we said, Mitch Onyx,
Yeah, I think he's one of those that he's going to find a weakness in your body, and that's what he's going to exploit. So he worked. Yeah, he worked Calvin's knee and ankle. He put him in an ankle lock at one time. He was slamming his knee into the turnbuckle, or not turnbuckle, but the post, and he was doing that. What is the?
You did a half crab.
Yeah,
which was pretty vicious looking.
Yeah, but that was after he had been slamming on that knee for a good long. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Calvin came out with the win, correct?
Yeah, Calvin won.
Calvin came out,
Even though he had,
but
still victorious.
So that's great for Calvin because Calvin kind of, I feel like he's needs to build momentum to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Instead of hovering kind of just in midair.
Those guys, they put on a really good match, and I thought it was going to steal the show until the rest of the show went on. To be fair, I mean, it was.
Well, as far as the first match goes, it was really good. It'd have been even better if Chance was there, though.
Yeah, I think it would have been.
But you called it for Calvin to win.
I said Calvin was going to win.
I was hoping Chance wasn't going to be down. Debbie Downer Chance. But
he did say he's going to issue an apology and let everybody know why he backed out of that match here in Wichita at the OC.
Well, to be fair, Wichita is the main is his biggest supporters. So
he said he feels more comfortable here. So
I feel more comfortable here too, friend.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you there. So then we move on to the next match was Aaron Helms and Shane Davis. Freight change.
It wasn't a train sound, I'll tell you that.
I don't think he spent much time around trains.
Yeah, and that's weird because
I feel like he should have listened to the shows with Thomas the Train a lot more, like doo doo or something better than honk honk.
I stopped train more like.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't we have a freight train? Well, there was a wrestler a long time ago that used to.
There was
a
few people called the freight train.
But they never went.
There was an ice train. There was a.
Yeah, but when they'd go it was a actual
tugboat. Did that?
I forgot about that. Yeah, so for Shane, work on that because that was kind of I thought it was like
a honking.
Oh, yeah, somebody just shoved somebody made a bird's nest inside your whistle and no longer yeah. Fix that because it wasn't intimidating, it was funny.
Yeah.
And when you're fighting Aaron, you gotta, like, try to be somewhat intimidating.
Yeah, so the referee for this match was Joe, again. I don't think we said who the last ref was, but
You said you didn't who was this one?
it was,
Was that Jeremy?
Jeremy. Yeah,
Yeah, it
Jeremy.
was
I
Jeremy.
wrote it to the side
The
'cause
most
that's when
senior ref in HCW.
probably the best ref.
Yeah, he is the
I'd say
best ref in the
he's
Midwest.
a good ref.
He refs everywhere. He is a very senior, very, respected ref.
Yeah, so we had Joe this time, and we know how Jackie feels about Joe.
Joe is my least favorite
So
ref. Sorry.
so when
Anyway, go ahead.
Helms came out, like Aaron Helms said on Facebook that he don't care who he's got to wrestle because originally it's supposed to be the big dog.
Yeah, it's something happened.
And yeah, something happened, so he ended up wrestling Shane Davis. And when he came out, Jeff said he's red, white, and bolder than you.
Why don't you all leave that man alone? He did it for a good cause.
Yeah,
It's for
he,
breast
he,
cancer.
and he looks good balding. And look, you saw during the match, like when he was standing on Shane Davis' hair, you even said it yourself, "You can't do this to me now." Yeah, probably staying on his beard. That would suck.
No, don't do that.
Man.
No, I've seen Clay Huna or not Clay Huna. Kuda pull chest hairs off and eat it
Yeah.
like if you had fleas. So I don't recommend that. But Aaron is a big beast, and Shane is not as big as Aaron, but he is a big guy.
He's a pretty tough.
And for as new as he is, because he just graduated 3 months ago ish.
Yeah,
I think it was about 3. It was just before the state fair,
I believe so. Yeah,
something like that, or even a month before the state fair. I'm not exactly
he
sure.
wrestled before that. He wrestled in that.
I didn't say that. I said he graduated. So I'm not sure. I can't remember if it's 4 months ago or 5 months ago. But anyway, so for as new as he is improving significantly every time we see him.
Yeah.
And that's really cool for him to be able to even keep up with Aaron. Because Aaron's been wrestling for
For a while.
20 years.
Yeah, probably. He's definitely a veteran.
He is a veteran, a very skilled veteran at that. So, what was your, where do you want to start with this match?
Well, they started off with that show of power where they were locking up and seeing who can get the over. And Shane had a little bit of it seemed like he was having advantages over Aaron there, and Aaron was getting frustrated for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Showed him he wasn't no slouch, I'll tell you that.
And then Aaron breaks out the chop.
The chops.
Aaron's chops always like ring off the building.
See, and this is why I'm saying,
hold on. At Osage, it's a brick wall building. So when it rings off, most chops do ring off if you do them right, right? But this is a giant arena type building that there's not even a solid wall that sits behind us. It's just like netting because we're at a trampoline, and it's still those chops were still ringing off the walls and bouncing back. It was crazy. But yeah, like it was definitely each match was a competition of you think that we're going to have a chopping match and we're going to show so at the end, after we break all this down, we'll go back and say what our opinion on the chops are. But yes, there were many
chops.
Vicious, abusive chops.
And at one point in time, Shane picked up Aaron like Olympic type slam. The slam, whatever.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, that was
not very many people can pick up Aaron. I've seen it done a couple of times. Bruiser can pick him up. I've seen him picked up by, was it Chance?
I don't remember. I know
somebody smaller than him. I know that, and it shocked the hell out of me. But it was a good on you. I know Remington can.
Yeah,
I've seen him do it a few times, and I think the name I had
I think it was Jose Wood.
He may have tried, but I don't think he picked him up. I'd have to go back and look.
I think Jose body slammed him out.
He may have taken him from the top rope down as a neck breaker or something, but I don't know. So anyway,
at one point they were having a headbutt competition.
I wouldn't headbutt.
Coconut crunches everywhere.
Yeah, they probably have concussions right now. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing about Aaron is his clotheslines.
Yeah.
He will turn you inside out. He just absolutely inside out. And I was like, okay, so explain this clothesline to me because these guys are doing full 360 flips and landing back, and they're just staring up at the sky, going, "I don't know what happened. I was over there, and now I'm over here."
Yeah. Yeah, that's how he won it too, was with that closing.
Yeah, he explained how to do a good clothesline, and then in my head I was thinking, I'm going to try that on Jay. If I do
She
this,
probably will. I probably won't expect it.
well, then I'm not supposed to give it to you when you expect it. Then it don't count.
Well, the bell's got to ring first.
I have a bell.
You have a bell.
I have a few bells.
Ring the bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Just put it here so every time we get in an argument, we can ring it to stop us.
No, it's too loud. I don't want to deal with all that. That's why it's over there on the shelf, because that is too. I know you. You're ringing it, and I would just get annoyed and throw
I'd be ringing like it's out of control.
Yeah, I know.
Like we're trying to get to stop, but nobody will shut the fuck up. Probably me. I'm ringing it on myself. Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah. What else we got?
Yeah, so Aaron for the win.
Arn.
Yeah, and then they kept picking on poor Aaron. Just bald.
Leave him alone. He did that shit for a good cause, and you know what? His hair grows just as fast as yours does,
Yeah.
and he looks good bald. And it'll make winter a little chilly, but he's got a natural sweater,
Yeah.
so he'll be all right. So that was a really good match. They were really well matched up. Shane did a good show for keeping up with Aaron because Aaron is the more senior, more advanced man. And, good for Aaron to give Shane that opportunity
Yeah.
because Aaron could have said, no.
Yeah, and thank goodness Aaron won. He needed that win, and hopefully.
Well, and that's one thing we said on our predictions is that we're ready to see the Aaron build up. Now, didn't say we wanted to see him turn face or anything like that, but we're ready to see some momentum and some growth. So, and Aaron hasn't got a win in a long time.
Yeah,
So it was nice to see him win one. Thank fucking God.
he deserved it.
Absolutely, because I feel like he's earned it. He's been getting his ass kicked for a year now.
Former champion, and had a chance with that championship since.
That was more than 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's about time for him on his comeuppance. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready to see who he has to take on for that belt then?
Probably not. But then again, when you start liking everybody, you're gonna start seeing matches you really don't want to see, but we're gonna have to see him anyway.
Yeah, that tends to be how it goes when you're in the HCW world, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a shot to that match. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I don't know why. That was a good job. Good job, Aaron. Good job, Shane. Oh,
Bottom of the bottle's getting
thick.
something. I think I got one more in there before I start that other bottle.
Yeah, that's why this one I'm probably going to finish. So, this next match is Mindy, Mindy, against Izzy B. And
We're calling her the ultimate diva. It's the first time we've seen her.
She was trained at the Seth Rollins School, the Black and Gray. Is it Black and Gray?
Yeah, graduated in 2019.
Started training in 2019.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They
started training in 2019 at the Seth Rollins School, which, Seth Rollins is one of those I'd be willing to bet that's a great school.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of Miss Izzy B?
Well, she's not a slouch. She did good. Of course, Mindy had that power on her.
She's very tall. She's very blonde. And the commentary says she has the 3 Bs.
What's that? I didn't hear that part. 3 Bs.
I don't even remember what he said it was. It's like blonde, beautiful, and brilliant, or I don't know what he said, but anyway. Everybody was oohing and ahhing over Miss Izzy B. But Mindy is very strong and very much the badass. And so even though Miss Izzy was trying to be all cutesy with the little cute things and the shaking of her body and the things, she wasn't having it. She had no time to waste at all. She's like, we're either going to fight and I'm going to win, or She took forever to get back in the ring, though.
Yeah.
Like, she
And
was in the ring, and then she just rolls out, and she's like, "Fuck
she
this
even put
shit."
the referee, who was Michelle, by the way. She kind of got onto her a couple of times, and Michelle.
Yeah,
I,
Mindy,
I
like,
see some of
screamed
the,
at
yeah, Mindy's gotten scary over the past few months.
but
Really scary.
I don't care how what is she, a 5'2"?
Yeah.
She's still intimidating
Yeah.
in a great way. Um, like I said, Izzy was trying to be cute, and Mindy wasn't having none of it. But Mindy got on this, like, she chopped the shit out of her almost all four corners. She got to three of them, for sure.
Chops were no pushover
At
either.
one time, she was just sitting there fucking chopping her.
It just seems like everybody was like, you know what? If they want to talk about hard chops,
I hope Izzy B didn't have breast implants because they had a pop last night. Like, she had a vengeance on her.
yeah,
She's a good contender when it comes to those chops for HCW. I mean, Jesus Christ. Um, but Mindy using the Sister Abigail on Izzy B, I love the Sister Abigail move, period. That is a great move for Mindy.
yeah,
It's her height and the way she had her in that position. She got her nice and squatted down, and then she flipped her really good. I like that one. She did use the
page turner.
well, yeah,
That was her finisher.
that's her finisher, but I'm talking about the what do they call it? The one the Mexican chick uses. What's her name? It's not the Bronco Buster.
No, she don't use that no more. She used to use
She used it last night.
not the Bronco, but
No, what is the name of the move that she used? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about.
The one
A lot of moves.
that everybody is all ooh and ah.
The Devil's Kiss.
Yeah, the Devil's Kiss. She used that one,
That's where you
which
lost me. I don't care about that fucking move.
it doesn't look. I don't know.
I think
It's popular now. It's like a trend. Everybody's doing it in every faction, and you'll see it all over everywhere.
and that's why I think I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
was kind of sick over it with Booker T yelling at it all the time. Right?
Yeah, well, he doesn't yell about it. He gets perverted, and it's
I
uncomfortable.
think
To be
everybody
fair.
gets perverted when it's used.
Yeah. And that's my thing about matches like this is there were. It didn't feel like a match was about two women fighting for a title or fighting for the right to get a title or fighting to show dominance. It was more sexualized than I appreciate. So this was not my favorite match. Mindy was exactly what I wanted her to be, dominant and put the fear of I don't even say the fear of God, the fear of something, fear of HCW,
Mindy.
fear of Mindy into this Miss Izzy B. And she's probably praying today. Probably, because Mindy did such a good job. She did a good job, and she's playing this role so fucking well. This is just for her.
Going to be a powerhouse for sure.
And so Mindy got the win with the page turner, which was a good move for her. And she just pulled out. Mindy's on one. I mean, you can. This match specifically showed how much she's grown in the last 2 years. There was like even her rousing the crowd and talking back to him.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we saw her, and she was you could tell she was a little scared and a little new, still learning. And this showed even with Izzy B training under the Seth Rollins school, I felt like Mindy was the more senior.
Yeah.
And that that gives a compliment to Billy, because even though she hasn't been wrestling as long as Izzy B has, she is more developed and her character is more developed. And I appreciate that. And I liked it. And I appreciated the win. Oh, congratulations to Mindy, because well deserved. And she is becoming the dominant powerhouse. She's going to be the HCW Rhea Ripley of sorts. And I look forward to the growth. I look forward to see where it's going. Because I could see her maybe winning the Out of Luck Championship and cashing in on some more shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that.
So then
Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
she is a force, and I love it.
So, this next match, 6-man tag, 7th seal. That's Kuda and the Diamond Kings, Michael Maverick and Darren Jekyll, versus No Coast Yakuza, which is Chris Vale, Christian Temple, and Remington.
Yeah. Well, they kept saying on commentary it's No Coast Yakuza with Remington. No, Remington is part of No
He is
Coast
part of
Yakuza. He's part of them. He's always been part of them. And so you said Seven Seal was going to win this.
I said Seven Seal was gonna win this.
What did I say? Do you remember? I didn't call a winner. I didn't call a winner. I said it was going to be mass chaos, but I said if they were going to win,
It had to be shenanigans versus shenanigans.
I said the No Coast Yakuza needed to stoop to Seven Seal level. What the fuck happened?
Good job, No Coast.
No Coast. That shit. They didn't even ring the bell right away. They all, because Seven Seal came out first. So then No Coast just runs at 90 miles an hour into the ring, and then
Chaos.
everybody's beating everybody, and the ref is just standing there.
Poor referee Jeremy, he had his hands.
And I am very glad that they had a more senior ref for this match. But the bell didn't ring for the longest time because he's like, nobody's actually in the fucking ring. But yeah, oh my god, what a match, right? I would have bought Jeremy a beer after that. He probably needed it. He probably has like PTSD today. He's waking up going, oh no.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, get down from the top rope.
Yeah, it was pretty chaotic.
And Kuda did. I forgot about that. It's a good thing you made a note of that because there was like, how was that kid like 3?
Yeah, a little girl came up.
No, it was a boy.
It was a boy.
I think it was a boy.
Oh.
It looked like a little boy, and he was like trying to scare this kid before he even got in the ring, before even No Coast came out, and he was there for a good long while.
He was standing.
It wasn't as long as like Natester takes, but it was still. We're still waiting for Kuda to terrify this child. But then they get in the ring.
I don't know if it ever happened. I don't think the little.
No, just turn around and smile, I think. And poor Jeremy, he did have his hands full. And then it just started, like, I couldn't, even watching it back, I couldn't follow everything that happened because it was all 4 sides.
Yeah.
Something
Then they
was going
finally
on.
got a little bit of control. It started off with Jekyll and Bale. And they started the match. And then, of course, lots of tags from there. Lots of shenanigans. I'm pretty sure Michael Maverick and Jekyll and Kuda had control for a while there. And then all of a sudden.
Yeah, they were freaking destroying Temple for a while.
Yeah.
Temple, everybody's like, somebody let him tag out because they were just beating the hell out of him for a good long while.
And then when they finally tagged Remington in, and he came in like a. God, he is a monster.
He is a monster.
I think he might be pound for pound the strongest person.
Who was it that used to come out on a dog chain back in the? No, back in the day.
Oh, what was it? You had Junkyard Dog, of course.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. That used to come out and bark and stuff on a chain, and that you'd have somebody holding him back. That's what Remington reminds me of. He's like a dog. You better put him on a chain, and if he breaks that leash, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he's scary.
He is
scary son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be like that instead of SOB. Who is it that has the Big Show?
Yeah.
No, the guy with
Stone Cold.
No, he's right there.
Oh,
one big
Strowman.
Yeah, one big son of a bitch or whatever it says on his shirt. Well, he ain't wrestling anymore. Now he's doing food shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so Remington comes out. What is No Coast Yakuza started fighting fire with fire? So Seven Seal's going to cheat every way they can. I'm sorry. Is it cheating? They're going to cleverly think of masterful ways to get one over on their opponent.
It's only cheating if the ref sees it.
That's what I said. That's why I changed it. They're gonna be.
They were working that ref pretty good. He, like you said, that poor Jeremy had his hands full.
I felt so bad for him. But No Coast Yakuza pulled out the shenanigans and stooped to their level and did the same thing.
Yeah. Just started fighting fire with fire, like I said. Started cheating a little bit, holding.
It wasn't cheat. Like I said, they started using their big brain.
Yeah.
Big brains were going light bulbs all over the room.
And then they broke out into chaos again. The ref kind of lost control.
Yeah. Remington did, what did they say his spear was called?
A gore.
A gore. Okay, so a lot of people got gored.
Yeah.
And then his F5 was really good to Kuda.
Yeah. right?
His F5 is almost good as
Brock.
Lesnar's. Yeah. It's funny, you can't see it, but I'm pointing to actual figures. I don't know why. But it's like, oh, there.
Them
That one.
right there.
That guy right there. You know, him. The one that has the thing. Like, you guys can see it. If I had another camera, I think I'd turn it and show you. That would be terrible. But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but then, so shenanigans are going on. Finally, Temple gets his partner in. Vale came in for a little bit, and he's doing his kicks, and I would not want to be kicked by Vale at all. He's got some, like, vicious kicks.
Yeah.
Like, it's the running knee thing. Like, you hear that thing clack, and that's terrible. But eventually, somehow Maverick comes out, and he goes to Vale
He was.
or
I
Temple.
think it was actually Remington. He went to spray, and Remington moved.
And unfortunately,
he missed it his own partner.
Michael missed a Jekyll in the face. And the question remains, the mist, is it poison? Is
It
it
was red, right?
it was red.
It was
What is
red mist. I can't remember what the red mist.
I
The
need
black
to look
mist is poison. The green mist is just blinding.
one's blue for Asuka.
Yeah, blue. The blue mist is well, she has her own mix because
I know,
she
that's
puts
what I'm
chili
saying.
powder in hers and shit.
Fucking shit.
Oh,
So that's why I have questions as far as and apparently, the rumor is that he was able to wash it out and they had an antidote in the back.
yeah.
So apparently, unfortunately, Aaron Jekyll is okay. But
Fortunately, what are you talking about? Now, come on.
he deserves all the shenanigans,
Well,
all the dastardly deeds.
I will agree to disagree.
Okay, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, his own partner.
When they won, it ended up being he got gored. I can't remember who it was, but it went for a gore and from Remington, and then the Big Bang attack.
What is the Big Bang attack?
That was where they both come at him, one with the knee.
Oh yeah, it was that was Vale and Temple.
Yeah, that's their finisher, the Big Bang attack.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then No Coast. You said No Coast probably deserves a
I think
title
they probably
shot?
deserve a title shot after that. That was a fucking well fought match. I mean, I don't know if they'll get the titles, but they at least
Does
deserve
that
to
make
try.
them contenders? Number one contenders
yeah.
for the tag team titles?
Questions needed.
I mean, fair enough.
It was a well fought match.
Fair enough. But in order to have that match, if I was Mr. Simmons, I would make stipulations on that match. Because if you want it to be a fair fight eventually,
Yeah, no, I get you.
for them to get the titles, make the rest of the seventh seal ban them,
Yeah.
especially Katie Lynn.
We thought she was banned, Mr. Simmons.
Well, no, I
Never
think she
took
was,
offense.
I don't know. I don't know what, maybe he banned her from the bathroom.
Oh, that's horrible. No wonder she's getting meaner.
Yeah, no.
I'd get
She
meaner
said-
too if I couldn't
She
go.
said I was mooing last night.
Yeah.
She called me a cow.
Well, no, well, did she?
Mm-hmm.
She just said you were mooing.
Mm.
You sound like you're.
What does that mean?
What-
Exactly.
You,
No.
You could be thinking the people in the ring are, hey, boy, moo. I do it all
Are
the
you
time.
fucking standing up for Katie Lynn?
No, I'm just telling you. She didn't technically call you a cow. She didn't say.
You are literally in front of me standing up.
Did she say you
I'm
were
not
a
talking to you
cow?
anymore.
Okay.
We already got into an argument last night, and I went to go sit somewhere else. And what was that over?
Yeah.
She asked me, Katie Lynn asked me if I have an off switch, and Jay, the big bald fucking, says, well, I haven't been able to fucking find it yet.
I didn't say it like that. I was like, I don't think she does. I haven't been able to find it.
He's gonna be really pissed when I don't talk during the breakdowns, or I don't talk at all. You say something, say it again. See what happens. You see how bad fucking Stormy gets when she don't see me right away.
Yeah.
Or somebody will put you through a table.
Probably Drake.
I hope so.
Well.
So anyway, No Coast Yakuza with the fucking win. And then we got a shout out because Temple is like, hey, you guys called it. Because Temple listened to the breakdown or the predictions. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for listening, bud.
I mean, that's like a little kid.
I feel like if we get feedback from the actual wrestler, that's
Well, it was kind of like almost like butterflies when you know that somebody's actually listening to you. I'm like, oh my God, you paid attention. That felt special. But that match was amazing. And so it's going to come around again later on in the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they said, well, we'll talk about that later on the show. But no Ghost Yakuza on top. And I'm hoping that makes them number 1 contenders. So then next we have the Sunflower Championship with Heidi Howitzer and Mr. Kevin Bush. And ref Michelle, who actually did a really good job.
She did a really good job last night, yeah.
She's growing. She's improved. She's improved quite a bit.
In position.
Oh, before we move on to the match, you want to do a shot for that match? For that match? For the No Coast Yakuza match?
Yeah, because that match was intense. And
it was
good.
intense. It was good.
That was only contender for one of my favorite matches of the night.
And even people were coming up going, oh, I'm surprised your table's still standing. To be fair, we were too.
Yeah.
It wasn't by the end of the night, but for that match, I was surprised.
Yep.
I was surprised. Were you surprised? I was surprised.
I'm always a little surprised.
You ready?
Okay.
I know you don't, you act like you don't want to do this. Lord in heaven. Why is it the end of the bottle always gets worse? Even that one. To be fair, you didn't drink the whole thing.
No.
Oh,
but
that wasn't fair.
I've been drinking it for the past, 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, I've had 2 bottles of this.
When I started it from, I'd say it was about right here.
No, it was less than that.
You think so?
I know so. I know so. Yeah, anyway. So we're going to move on to Sunflower Championship. Gavin said he was going to destroy women's wrestling and he was going to beat up Heidi Howitzer.
He said he was going to beat up Heidi Howitzer. Wow. Lesson learned, huh, boy?
Well,
yeah.
I would like to ask him today how he feels about that.
Yeah.
Do you regret making? Probably not.
He talked to us last night. I think
No, he didn't say goodbye.
I think he was a little embarrassed.
Yeah, I think maybe after I told him that I pick up 600-pound people, that he was like, I'm not going over there no more.
Yeah.
They're ashamed of me.
Yeah. Miss Heidi, she had a bit of a showing, didn't she? What they call Gavin, a Timu Ric Flair, all the struts he was doing. He was trying to show off.
That was actually pretty good. The Timu Ric Flair was a good line.
Good line.
That was Mr. Jaron Bell. That was pretty funny. And Heidi did her own Ric Flair strut. She was actually pretty good at it. You break down that Heidi was being a bully?
She kind of was. I mean, think about it. She's tripping him and...
What does the same shit Gavin does? Don't even say that.
Heidi's a lot more scary than Gavin. I mean, if he came up to me and started trying to I'd push him off.
Heidi didn't call for this match. Gavin did.
You're right. She did.
So she's not a bully. She's defending herself.
But they did say, her entrance did say, she'll steal your lunch money.
Well, some people are just hungry, you know. A bitch gotta eat, okay?
So fighting like a bully last night.
No,
I mean, she usually fights like a badass.
Gavin was poking eyes and raking and doing all kinds of bullshit. Heidi's chops on Gavin though, because she literally just.
Yeah, he was trying to fight it off like it didn't hurt, but you can see he's like.
I know for a fact because I've talked to people who've taken chops from Heidi. Gavin's hurting more today than he has in a while. Because she beat him up like she took offense to his presence, period.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. So it's not to say that Mr. Bush didn't get his licks in, but not as good. He was kind of pulling his punches, it seemed like to me.
So yeah, my biggest thing is when a woman agrees to a match with a man, and all of HCW needs to hear this. When a woman agrees to a match with a man, that is consent. I have seen Miss Heidi, Miss Stormy, and I think hasn't Mindy fought a man too? Or been in a match?
She fought Cargar.
Yeah. So we've seen them fight men. They have consented to the men. Please do not pull your punches because it is painfully awkward and obvious. And although Miss Heidi was doing her best to make you look good, it was extremely obvious that you were pulling your punches, which made a match that I was very geared up for and very excited for less than what I thought it was going to be. And that wasn't anything Heidi did. It was more, and I get it, Gavin, you're a man, and hitting women isn't something we're taught not to do. But this is Heidi. You can't think of her as a woman. You got to think of her as the champ, as a coworker, as an opponent, and you should have beat the hell out of her and hit her the same way I've seen you hit everybody else.
Or she was hitting you.
Because she didn't hold her shit back.
I sure did not see any holding back.
Fake punch me in the face. Watch this shit. So that's my only criticism, that I would like them to revisit this after Gavin realizes that he doesn't need to hold his punches back.
You don't need to hold back at all.
I think once Gavin gets that in it's in his head, because I don't think Heidi told him.
It's not the first time we've seen that happen either.
No, not at all. But it was painfully obvious, and we often forget, because his growth has been so fast, that Gavin is still new. Gavin is still new, and he's still growing. He's not even 21 yet.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he'll take these, because this is not anything as a person. This is not a personal insight, because we still love him. This is just constructive criticism going forward. We would love you to not hold your punches and revisit this match again, because I would love to, even for Gavin to come back and say, yeah, I'm going to try again.
So I wonder, because he said he's going to destroy women's wrestling, if he's going to go after any other women too.
I mean, but because of Heidi's shenanigans and Gavin's shenanigans, that's why this match was built up like I thought it was going to be the most ridiculous, funnest match ever. But because of the things that went on, and I get the reason that things happen, but we can't do that when it's so blatantly obvious. I mean, when you're that far away, come on now. So revisit this match.
Yeah.
Because it'll steal the show. Because the two of them have potential to make fireworks.
There was one time, I'm pretty sure, the miss was intentional, where he swung and he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's just shenanigans.
Yeah, that was shenanigans.
Like he went to go swing a punch on her, and she ducked, and he went over her head.
Yeah, and then he started throwing the other punches, and it was like, oh my.
Yeah, and he tried the low blow on her, which is hilarious, because he tried it many times. He can even do the gooch punch. He was trying to do the dicky, and it didn't work because she ain't got that front.
And so she hit him with the stunner.
The stunner.
And then folded him over like a
fucking taco.
Like a taco.
He was kissing his feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Got that 1, 2, 3.
And so Heidi retains. But
Gavin Bush got beat up. Again. I mean,
here's the thing. I want to revisit this match.
Yes.
I want to revisit this match. Give me 6 months to a year. Even if it's not for the title, I want to see Heidi and Gavin. But I want it to be, Gavin, give it everything. Give it as much as you give Aaron.
Yeah.
Because I think Heidi is one of the women that can take that. Like Stormy.
Yeah.
If you pull your punches with Stormy, she's going to hit you harder than you would have hit her. And then you're going to be mad. So bring it. Because it's going to tell the story better. Because if we could see it, and we're super fans, so we see the little details. Like, we even watch Jay specifically. I'm getting there, but Jay watches feet position. Like, that's his favorite thing to watch. So it's very detailed. So if we can see it, that it's not that you're pulling your punches, if we can see it as far away as we are, the camera is closer than we are. And you can see the distance, bud.
Yeah.
So, don't hold back.
Still a good match, but yeah.
Consent is going in the ring. She consented. She said, yeah, I agree. You can hit me.
Yeah. It was still good fun. It was
fun. It was fun. And I do enjoy it. Said I want to revisit. I would love to see this. And it doesn't make me think any less of either one of them.
Oh, hell no.
Oh. And Heidi's
still fucking great heel. I mean,
he is HGW's best heel as far as heel wrestlers, because Dickie is the best heel manager in the Midwest, but Gavin is the best heel wrestler. Besides, Seven Steel's the best heel faction Gavin is the best heel wrestler probably in the entire state of Kansas. Because goddamn, you just hate that little bitch. You know, and now everybody's doing cut that bush and you know, I don't know what the commentary was talking about. Heidi, her entrance was very long. Something about being in the backseat of your dad's '69
Impala.
Impala. First off, she's not that old. And secondly, what? So you better call your dad. She's coming home with the belt. Like the commentary on this match was interesting. Interesting to say the least.
It's you know, her whole intro is just nuts.
I don't know if she made that up or if Mike the Voice did.
Well, yeah, they don't even say from the robots thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Is she a different character? I don't know. I just have questions. One of these days, I'm gonna like write all my actual questions.
Well, what's even funnier is when Mindy came out, she comes out from none of your business now.
It is none of your business.
None of your business.
What do you fucking need to know where she comes from? Your mama's ass. I don't fucking know. Just leave. Mind your business, bitch.
Yeah.
That's why I call her bitch Mindy, because like she's like one of those, like she's just super Karen mode.
Yeah.
I feel like if she's in that character and we go and they mess up her food order, I feel like that like 16-year-old kid behind the counter, she yells at them like
Making
she
them
does the
cry.
ref. Like she did Josie that one time, and Josie was like, oh no, it was Bobby.
Yeah, she yelled at Bobby.
Bobby peed himself a little bit, and that kid would cry. My mom.
I saw one time when we were standing there before the show started. She walked by, and James, he was like, "Hi, Grace," and she's like, "There's no more Grace," and he's like, "Sorry."
And even he's like 6'6" or some shit like that, 500 and some odd pounds. Like, yeah, no, she's intimidating.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So then came the Salina street fight, which I thought it was supposed to be a Chicago street fight.
Well, no, they're not in Chicago. See, that's what confused me because, like,
Did they not say on Bumping Chops it was a Chicago?
They built it at first as a Chicago street fight. It's just Chicago.
That's maybe that's why they changed it to Salina.
Salina. Salina.
Chicago's too hard to say. So this is like the second Salina street fight we've seen, right?
Yes.
Was Kid in the last street fight we saw? Does Kid have a thing for street fight?
He goes a lot, a little bit.
He gets into a lot of street. Him and Heidi did 2 street fights.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's been in a few. I think he's just he likes the rules.
Hardcore.
He has a fetish for kendo sticks to the back. Turns him on.
Yeah. Skewers to the head.
Well, that didn't happen this time.
Didn't, but I mean, that's like he likes abuse.
I'm not gonna say that's a little dirty, but he really likes going through a table.
Yeah.
Kid's like, "Ooh, Daddy, put me through a table again."
Yeah, maybe
and again, and again.
Speaking of chairs, that's how he came out. He came out from behind, hit Blake with the chair.
I don't even know where he came from. He just popped up like a little leprechaun.
I was looking at the entranceway, and all of a sudden I heard the chair clack, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's in the ring."
Yeah. So this was Salina street fight between Blade, the Midwest Monster Blade, and Kit, everyone's favorite asshole. Kit Reaver he came out with a BDE. We tried to get everybody to chant BDE.
Yeah.
But nobody was chanting with us because I think they don't know
what we use it for.
Well,
I know what BDE stands for in the term, but we say BDE, all dude energy.
After we're done talking about this match, Jay and I have an idea.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it was the Midwest Monster. No false count anywhere.
No, I don't think it was false count anywhere.
Yeah, it was.
Well, to be fair, I don't even think because it didn't end with a fall. Remember, it just.
I know, but
what's your weird?
I'm saying that's how it was billed.
Well, one of the commentators said that, but that's not how street fights are. The next fight he's supposed to have is a false count anywhere match with the I can't remember his name now.
Right?
Jason Gore.
Who's having a fight with Jason Gore? Oh.
In which
maybe it's a Chicago street fight.
I don't know. That's a false count anywhere match.
Well, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, so Kit, the ref for this surprisingly was not the senior ref, Jeremy. It was Michelle.
Yeah.
How do you feel about her job during this match?
She
really didn't have anything to do.
She had to count. Yeah. I mean, they even said that.
No.
Well, I know, but they said a couple times. Well, she had to count the pin, but that didn't even happen. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, Blade was on top of Kit when they went through the table at one point, and she could have taken that
well,
opportunity,
she did. She counted 1, 2, and
and it took her a
it's
while.
she was confused.
She was probably just as astonished that Blade got on the second rope as we were.
Oh, yeah, and he went through that table, and oh, poor kid.
Yeah, Kit died.
Yeah.
So Kit come from behind or under the ring. We're not sure. It's like a leprechaun. Hear his name and he appears. I believe in Kit Reaver. No,
No,
I think that would be great. Kit, I got an idea.
no.
Okay, so anyway, Kit had a chair in his hand and he just came out and just like fucking started hitting him.
Yeah. Did the stomp on it. Or no, he did a bulldog, I believe, actually, at first.
That comes quite a bit later, I thought. But
And that was right when he came out because he set the chair up in the corner, bulldog him. And then all of a sudden they were outside the ring fighting all over the arena.
there were kendo sticks and some of those hits.
We had
I
pizza trays, tables, and lots
Kendo
of legal
sticks.
shenanigans.
Pizza trays, kendo sticks, the chops. They eventually go through the audience, and they have them out like way on the other side of the room by the bar.
Yeah.
And was it Blade chopped Kit? And you could hear it clear on the. And now I've heard Blade has the worst chops of all of HCW. I've heard Blade's chops are insane. I think he was out to prove it.
Yeah.
But not that Kit's any slouch, but I ain't never heard one from 3 miles down the road. So that's a new one. Yeah. So at one point, like Kit, because they're smashing each other in the head with the pizza trays, which make the most glorious sound. But Kit, like he's doing a cry. He ain't got, we're at this point just swinging. He picked up a pizza tray and he frisbeed it into Blade's finger, and that's the only time you saw Blade go, ew. He'd been through tables, he'd been hit with kendo sticks, but that's what hurt.
Yeah.
To be fair, I agree.
That coup de grace through our table. Because this one, our table got broke.
Yeah, because he called it a.
I don't remember what they called
it. The other name for the stomp. The Seth Rollins does the stomp. He called it it's not the Kinshasa, but the I don't remember what he called it. Gamora is what he called it. No, that's not what it was.
It was literally a coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
Yeah, face first through
$10.
Yeah, face first through a table.
Yeah. But they went through 2 tables in the ring. So Blade gets up on the second rope and dives and splashes onto Kit, who's laying on the table. 1 table smash. Eventually gets back up. Well, they have another table kind of at an angle on the other side of the ring.
Through that.
And, well, he goes to hit Blade, or Blade goes to hit Kit. Kit gets out of the way, and he kind of gets ready to, like, go to it, and Blade stops and goes, haha, I'm smarter. And then Kit...
Shotgun drop kick through the fucking table.
Goes through the table. Well, then that's when Blade rolls out, and he lays on graciously, like, I need a nap. So he lays on our table, and then that's when he
gets the coup de grace
through our table, which that table exploded. It didn't just break. It went like,
yeah, it should.
There were pieces everywhere.
Like the inside of the table was laying out.
I was already breaking the table when I was hitting it. Like pieces on the other end were falling because I showed you. But that table fucking exploded. But Blade's a big dude. So, fair. But that's not even where it ended.
No, they kept going. The 7th seal came out.
Well, they eventually get back in the ring.
Yeah.
Right after the tables, and they're still hitting each other and flinging stuff. And by this time, like, you got poor Kit's just.
Well, no, that was all before they went, because the coup de grace, that's when he got back in the ring. That's when the 7th seal came out right after that.
Yeah.
And they came out and started beating on Kit.
Yeah, they were stomping him.
At one point, you're yelling, somebody fucking get out here and help him.
Yeah, and Jason, they're going, well, nobody's coming out to help. Who's going to help him? I was like, who's fucking No-Coast?
Yeah, here comes No-Coast. Like they were listening.
Hear their name and they... It's like, what is the dog from from when we were kids, that the underdogs?
Oh.
You know the call used to go underdog.
No, this is literally underdog.
I know, but there was another cartoon with a superhero dog other than Underdog, and I can't remember his name either. Yeah, there, Hong Kong Philly, and they're just running. So
Could it be Harry the Mile Bender Jr.? Could be.
could be. So, Seven Seal and No Coast beats him off, and they start to leave the ring.
Yeah.
That sounded bad. I probably shouldn't have said it that way.
Beats him off. I was about to say that was not the way.
Not like that. They were in public.
They beat the crowd out.
That for I started bailing. They saved that for behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, where's the bell? We've lost control.
I embarrassed myself for saying that.
so they get the seventh seal and the seventh seal retreat.
They started a retreat.
He stood on Blade was still in the ring at one point though, and they were like Kit got on top of him and was like, "You guys want to fight?" So January 17th, they said.
He calls them Hot Topic region.
They said on the 17th,
January
17th, they're going to have a fight, a Survivor Series style match. So that's elimination. That means, but Jeff made a point. There are 5 Seventh Seal members and only 4 with.
Yes, because you got Remington Roar. Hold on, you got Remington Roar, Kit Reaver, Vale, and Temple. That's one team against Kuda, Blade,
Michael Maverick,
Jekyll, Maverick, and Simon. So probably we will find out who number 5 is. Who do you think number 5 will be?
We've already debated this.
Yeah, I don't agree with you, but anyway, go ahead.
I didn't say that I thought he was actually. I said there was a potential. I said the potential is. I had 2 people. I said.
You said 1.
No, I said 2.
Go say 1.
I said Ray. That's the one you're looking for. That's who you wanted. But I said,
I said 1 first, and then you can say the other one. But say 1.
The other person I said was going to be. Now you made me forget because I started thinking about who you said, which don't make sense. You said Mindy. I say Mindy and Chance are done with the 7th Seal. That's my opinion. They're done with the 7th Seal. Why would they want to revisit that? I think it's either going to be Ray. Who else did I say? The 7th Seals had a problem with. I said Kargar, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Because Kargar's teamed with the Yakuzas against.
He has.
It could be Johnny Faith, though, too, because he's had a problem with him.
There you go. That right there. Johnny Faith.
Well, we'll see what happens
I believe
next
Johnny
Saturday,
Faith.
because next Saturday, Johnny Faith's got it out for Blade.
I believe it's going to be Johnny Faith.
Yeah.
Of all of them.
He's had a lot of bad luck with him, though. I mean,
I know, but Johnny Faith has... No Coast Yakuza has come out and helped Johnny before.
They sure have.
So when you're looking to get everybody involved that wants to be involved, Johnny Faith is one of those. He'd be the first call I make.
Yeah.
Now, if we were going to do like a Bad Blood series, then I would throw in Mindy and Chance.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. Because I would do a whole Bad Blood series.
I just think Mindy and Chance don't want to revisit that, especially.
Why not? You got the Diablo Blanco come back and fucking destroy him. I don't give a fuck.
They've had their vengeance. They don't more. They haven't been messed with since. Why start that back up? Why go through all that again?
Just because you can.
No.
Anyway.
I was going to step in a bullpen when I fucked with the bull the first time. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the bull. He won.
Agree to disagree.
I'm not going to fight with you. I'm really, really, really not.
Yeah, I moved on.
You've done been mean and called me a cow and agreed with Caitlin. and then, because you told Caitlin you like cows. You didn't say she's not a cow. You said, I like cows, was your response.
You said, you were a cow.
You said about it. Then you told Caitlin that you couldn't find my off button. And then
I put the E.
You don't get to plead the E. You had all kinds of shit to say last night. You just don't want to say it in front of the camera because the people know who you really are and how you actually treat me. Because I am innocent. And when y'all think I'm being mean,
I've moved on. Someone wants to keep talking about it, but she wants to forget about it too. So
I'm done talking to you anyway. Let's move on.
all right, so now we have Paradox coming out, and he issued an open challenge.
He sure did. And he did. He talked on the mic for a little bit, and then and that was after Miss Carly, his sister, was throwing pieces of the tables at us,
Yeah.
saying, "Here, souvenir." And Mike, the voice, was talking while Carly was sweeping. And then so Paradox comes out and he opens an open challenge. He's like, "I'm feeling good. Let's go." And it took like 7 years for his
Somebody to
opponent.
accept.
His opponent. And we were like, is anybody actually going to come? Because how awkward. Can you imagine how awkward that was for Paradox to stand out there going, did they forget to give me an opponent?
Do I have an opponent? Did they
Is he
even
gonna-
give me one?
Are they going to leave me? It's like getting caught without like in your underwear. Like at graduation, everybody has that nightmare of giving a big speech in front of a crowd with their underwear on. Paradox has more confidence than that, I promise. But that's what it would be like for me. It was like, oh shit, I gotta go. I'm gonna hide under here until my opponent shows up.
Well, finally somebody did step up.
And he takes his own damn time doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was Austin Riddick. And man, that man looks weird without a mustache. He didn't look. We were kind of confused for a minute, like, what the hell is this guy?
Well, I mean, we knew who it was, but we're like, that's different.
It just seemed different.
He got rid of the mega Hulk Hogan mustache, and now he's just kind of a thicker 5 o'clock shadow. Still a good looking dude, but still a dickhead.
10 years off his age, it looked like, without.
Yeah, because he's a lot younger.
He looked a lot younger with the mustache.
Yeah, it was very strange. I was like, man, he does have an upper lip? What?
Yeah, what the hell? We were so, like I said, I was confused. I was confused. I was like,
for me,
it's not Austin.
Yeah, for me, it'd be like
some weird clone.
It'd be like if Sam Elliott shaved his mustache.
Oh,
I wouldn't even know. I know what he looks. I've seen him without his mustache. It's wrong. It's like seeing a doppelganger and you can't figure out, or like what is it? The Mandela effect, where you can't figure out what exactly is wrong with what you're looking at, but there is something not quite right.
Yeah.
We're talking about his mustache way too long, but sorry. It was astonishing.
And yeah, Austin. I'll tell you, every time Austin gets in the ring here lately, it's like he shows me a little bit of something new.
Huh.
And it's just, I don't want to like the guy. You broke a heart. But
here's the thing about Austin. Austin is very much, and I really recognized this more last night. Well, actually, it was the match before the last match.
Bob?
Yeah, with Bob Evans in Wichita at Osage. He is such a technician, but it's not even just the technician part. It's
seasoned.
It's not that either. He reminds me of 80s wrestling from when we were kids.
Really does.
He brings that old school heel that we grew up with.
Yeah.
Like, and the old school technique that we used to see from the wrestlers on a regular basis. He very much brings that to the ring now. And it feels like coming home.
Yeah, it does.
Even though I don't want to like him, because he's the bad guy, and you're not supposed to like a bad guy. Plus, he broke Tommy Too Good's heart and your heart.
Jeff's too. Jeff even said it in the commentary.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he's so damn good. So, and he's been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah.
But every time he gets in the ring, he shows us something new and shows us another skill, and it just reminds me of like watching, Roddy Piper in the ring back in the day, back when he was adorable.
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s even, before he was heel Roddy Piper. He was an adorable Roddy Piper. But anyway, he brings that old school wrestling, and I appreciate that. I don't know if it was the previous mustache that did it, or it's just his skill. I think that's just his fighting style.
Yeah. And Joe was the ref for this match.
Joe, you and I got major beef this time. I'm glad Joe's there.
So I'm pretty sure I don't know if he's really shitty as a referee or if Billy is telling him to lay into it.
Lead into the bad.
It seemed like he was playing it off.
You want to think that because you want to think that Billy's smarter than he is.
Why he kept looking at us in this match though when all the shenanigans.
Because I was fucking yelling at him.
That was not though.
I don't know.
He was looking at us like like when the got grabbed by Austin. He looks over at us and he starts laughing. Like,
did you hear anything I was yelling at him?
no, I did. But at the same time, I mean, I think he really has been laying into the.
Either that or Austin's got him in his pocket.
I think everybody's got him in his pocket. I think he's a paid off ref. I think he is the paid off ref.
I think he's my least favorite ref in all of HCW. Because at one time, okay, this match was really, really good. But at one time, I mean, I don't really want to skip ahead. Because Austin's, like, you've got mind games from Austin. Austin with his mustache and Jay's confused. Jeff and Jay have the same feeling as far as Austin turning on Tommy Too Good. Austin works Paradox's arm, and we all know Paradox has a bad shoulder. So if you're going to weaken him, but that's a senior move. That's an intelligent move. You work the weak spot. We see that from more senior. But Joe, so at one point, what did he have him in a headlock?
He was using him. He had him in the abdominal stretch. He kept grabbing the rope. And at one point in time,
he goes. Okay, that's right.
He threw by the back of his head and pushed him down like. Look, and that's when he looks over at you and starts kind of laughing.
So what? He has him in the abdominal stretch. And he's holding the rope, and the ref doesn't see he's holding the rope because you're not supposed to. And he says, "You check him," because he lets go of the rope while the ref is looking at him. And then so the ref goes like down to check him, and Austin holds. And I have never seen a ref check somebody like this.
I'm saying he literally grabbed the back of his head and pushed him down like that.
It continued, and Joe is losing it. He's not trying to.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
He is really trying hard. So I'm sitting there going, you are not supposed to laugh during this match. And I'm calling for this shit to be stopped because these dastardly deeds are getting too much. And fucking Austin is a riot. I swear to God, I would hate to wrestle him because I'd probably laugh the whole fucking time. It's a fucking dickhead. Like, what do you mean? I'm eye to eye with the damn man. So,
I'm telling you, he was laying into the shitty roll.
My issue is that I'm seeing him going.
Yeah, remember we had that whole conversation.
So Joe comes up the last time, and Austin's still holding on to the rope, and he pulled an old Grandma's favorite ref.
What is Charles?
He pulled a Joe Robinson thing, and he just kicks his hand. I let that shit go, and it was so fun because Jay literally says 2 seconds before he kicked his hand.
He's sitting there trying to smack. I was like, "Kick it!"
So that was very. Grandma would have loved that match. That's all I could think of is Grandma would have loved that. She would think she would love Austin.
Yeah,
I think she would really love Austin. Don't you think?
I think she would.
I think she would be like Triple H. Yeah. So I think she would be like make up some ridiculous sign for him and wait for him to flex his pecs at her or some shit. I think Grandma would.
She'd have been disappointed when he shaved the mustache. She would have been Sam Elliott fan.
She would have said something about how sexy that mustache was. She was a perverted little lady too.
Yeah.
So she would have said some horrible shit. But
made him red. Made him blush for sure.
She made me blush. I can tell you that, and that takes a little bit.
I seen her make Bubba Ray Dudley blush. That's a kind of wrestler or wrestling fan.
And she was all of like 4'1".
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just the kind of lady she was.
Yeah.
She was awesome. But Grandma would have loved Austin. She would have loved that match. That's oddly what I was thinking about the whole time we were sitting there. I was like, because I was thinking when he kicked the ref, it was like Grandma loved Charles little Nate. She fucking thought, even when she had severe dementia, she wasn't really watching the show. She'd be like, "Is that the little Nate? He's so cute." And she wouldn't even know. I don't know how she knew because she's not actually watching. But even up until like 2 weeks before she passed away, she was still doing that.
Yeah.
So when he did that, she would have been like, no,
I think she'd have been all over the ref too. Like, all over the
yeah,
bitch. Yeah,
you're lucky because we would have brought grandma with us to these wrestling shows if things had gone differently. Be thankful you have to deal with me and Jay.
Yeah.
Because grandma was a whole other level.
She was worse.
I mean,
She still believes everything. It's like she
thought it was real. Like she still believed everything was real. So if you are a heel, you are a real. That's how you are in real life. You are a heel. You can't be a heel and a good guy. She's not staying for after parties. She's not talking to you. If you're a bad guy, you're a bad guy. But if you're a good guy, you're oh. And it's the weirdest thing. But she watched old school like 60s, 70s, 80s. You know, and she was still a fan until
her favorite wrestler when she started wrestling was Rocky Argentino and his flying feet.
Flying feet. She talked about that a lot.
All the time. So,
even with dementia, she talked about the flying feet all the time.
She talked about how she hated Gorgeous George.
Yeah, he was a dick, though. I mean, that was his character. He was an asshole, and she didn't like that. But let's finish this before we get into any more grandma stuff, because
I could talk about her all day.
That grandma's anniversary of her passing is coming up. So we're going to actually, you'll have to forgive us, we're going to do a whole grandma show, and we're going to share our stories and love. Basically, I'm going to let you talk about grandma, and then I'm going to give I didn't get as long as you did, but I do have memories of her from back when I was like 14, 13, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so we're gonna do, so we could go on with grandma for a long, long time. But Austin cheats with the win with the feet. And so poor Mr. Paradox lost.
That's like the third time he's used the ropes for leverage to get a win. He used it against Bob Evans.
Is that the third or fourth?
Well, he used it against Bob Evans for sure.
I know he did with Bob Evans, but he did it in the state fair too, didn't he not?
No, he lost.
He lost, but he tried.
He tried. Did he beat Tommy Two Goods like that?
Yeah.
Remember? Okay, so
he didn't win. Fair. Every match that he's wrestled where he's won, it's been dastardly deeds. He has not won fair. So I understand, because his problem with Tommy was that Tommy wasn't willing to do those levels. Because Tommy wanted to prove that he could win without having to stoop to those levels. Austin is one of those, you do whatever you have to do to win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their problem. Therein lies the problem. And they still, Austin still doesn't think Tommy is good enough.
No.
But let me tell you, after this next match, Austin may reevaluate his opinion. He should reevaluate his opinion. Because this next match, which was the main event, which was sponsored by
Tag him back.
So cool. We're super excited. You got the small little, looks like an inchworm when you do that. So the main event was Ray versus T2G, Tommy Too Good, Austin Riddick's former tag team partner.
Boy.
And thank God ref was Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Always happy to see a good ref. And Josie wasn't there all night.
Josie didn't ref last night.
So I'm guessing he had other engagements, but your presence was your absence was felt. But we do enjoy Jeremy because he's really good at his job. And when he does his sells, because you mentioned this, we watch the playback and we take notes, because we started taking notes at this show. It's not as enjoyable of a show for us if we take notes of the show. So we watch the show and we participate and we get the crowd riled up and we say what we're going to say, shitty or not. And then we come home and we watch it again. And then we take our notes.
Yep.
And we argue and debate and use our thought, our memory of what happened because it's still fresh.
Yeah.
It's literally first thing in the morning, like 9 o'clock this morning, we turned it on and watched again. Sometimes we'll watch it again that night, but we didn't get home till midnight. Salina was way away for us. So, I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, Jeremy refed. Good to see him. And it was,
Very technical. Lots and lots of reversals. Those are my favorite kind of matches. Now, like, I would say this match was comparable to the good old school ECW match, like Tajiri versus Super Crazy or Rob Van Dam
so
versus Jerry Lynn.
right, and that's a fair assessment. So, because what I witnessed, because what in our breakdown or in our predictions, we said they were very evenly matched. Ray's got the skill, like Ray's got seniority, I feel, but they have trained together. But I feel Ray has the seniority as far as singles goes, because they may have been wrestling for the same length of time, but Tommy hasn't been doing singles. He's been in a tag team. So Ray's got the singles seniority, but as far as agility, flexibility, speed, skill, you couldn't get any more matched if you drew a fucking straight line across the two of them.
Yeah.
So I was really anticipating a good match, and I was right, because when they came out and they started wrestling, it was very much like we love watching the Olympics. It's one of our favorite things to watch. And we watch little events, like, because they don't show the Olympics like they used to when we were kids. So
Yeah.
you can watch, like, you can go watch a day of wrestling, or you can go watch a day of gymnastics or swimming, right? So it reminded me of old school, like,
Greco-Roman.
college level wrestling. They were grappling. Like, they were really going at it and trying to get out of, like, they were trying to put each other in holds and just get a hold of them. And man, both of them were kind of slick and weaselly and kind of, not weaselly, sorry, slick.
Reversals and nice reversals. I mean,
A technical change.
yeah.
Oh man, and it was so good. And I was later asked if what I thought, and that was the first thing that came to mind, is an old school, like, if you're going to a college wrestling or even professional level, like broke his neck.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, before he actually became a professional, like WWE, like Olympic level wrestling. It was that good. And they were like, did it come across that way? Yeah, I feel like you two decided to actually have a real wrestling match,
An actual
at a show.
Greco-Roman
Yeah.
style match, and it was
And I think
great.
the crowd got a little quiet. Now, on video, it doesn't sound that quiet.
No, it doesn't sound quite on.
But when we were there, they got a really quiet. And three things were happening at the same time. Ray and Tommy are both faces, which means they're both good guys. Now, you don't see two faces go against each other very often. Okay, so that's hard for some crowds to wrap their head around, because they don't know
who to cheer for.
Right. Who do we back? Right. Two, I don't know that they'd ever seen that style of wrestling, that level of skill. And I think it was one of those moments, because we went back and watched it, and we kind of were thinking that when we were there, that maybe they were just really paying, because even we weren't cheering a whole lot, because we were sitting there doing this.
Yeah.
And we're watching the
really
technical skill. But we do that a lot because we're really invested in the story. But we were noticing the crowd was doing it too. Like, nobody was sitting back in their chair. Nobody was on their phone. Nobody got up to leave. They were all leaning forward and engaged.
Even on commentary, when you hear Jeff and Mr. Jarrett.
Jaron Bell.
Jared, yeah.
Jaron
Bell.
Yes.
Sorry, too many J's.
All right, Jason.
But they even were getting quiet. They were like, it's hard to call this match because I'm so, like, I'm just watching. I'm in awe by what I see.
And they called it on commentary is that it was a masterclass. It was a technical grappling holds. How do you get out of the hold? Okay, we just flip. And a lot of people would have been confused by what they were seeing if all they ever watched was professional TV professional wrestling. Yeah, if that's all you grew up on, and you never saw the stuff from the 80s, because that was actual.
I felt like
or even the 70s,
like, didn't know what they were seeing either.
But what a match!
Yeah.
And they were even killed, just like I thought they were, because, Ray would try to get him and say, like, an arm bar, or even, it didn't even matter what he tried, and fucking Tommy would flip his whole body around and get out of it. And same for Tommy putting him in, like, a leg press or an arm bar, and Ray flipping out of it. And so it was almost, you had to really lean forward and look to figure out what was going on,
Yeah.
or you were going to miss it. And it was fast paced. I know at one time it was so fast paced, I did scream for them to slow down. And that is an old school meme. Like, okay, I love it fast. Slow down. Take your time when you're doing certain things. Because if you go too fast, you're excited, but you can miss important things, and somebody could get hurt. Was what I was concerned about. Somebody getting hurt. Because
And I even told her, I was like, they're going where they need to be.
I was more, because Billy has the same perspective. Sometimes you need, sometimes, not all the time. I'm not saying go slow in the match, but sometimes you need to slow down, hold on, and make it a slow burn.
Yeah.
Because we need a slow burn. This match was so damn good.
Like
Tommy showed that he belongs in singles.
Yeah.
I feel like, and Ray showed why he was the champ,
that is true.
in my personal opinion.
Yeah, like I said, like, you go back and watch a match like Jerry Lynn versus Rob Van Dam. It was that pace. It was intense. It was really, it wasn't. We don't need to show off with a bunch of big moves.
Mm-hmm.
We can show that we can go on the ground too and rub somebody's face in the dirt if we need to. And that, like I said, that's personally me. That is the kind of wrestling I love. I love that.
It's nostalgic for us, right?
It really is.
Because it brings us back to when we were kids. Because when we were kids, it was not so much showboating and spots.
Yeah.
It was more actual wrestling. I remember seeing more grappling. I guess is the way to put it. Chain wrestling, grappling. There was a lot of reversals,
Like
and you don't yeah, you see it now, especially with certain people like Gunther.
Ilya of Dragunov.
I was Butch.
Yeah, Butch.
But it's not there. There is a. It's a. That kind of wrestling is now niche, right? It's not mainstream. You're not seeing, because you see a lot of spots, a lot of stomps, big moves. People like big moves.
Like I said, that's really sad because this is the style that I love.
But it's this style that brought wrestling to the forefront and made it a TV entity.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for what Ray and Tommy did, that style of wrestling, then we would have had no interest in doing what they're doing now, right? Because it had to start somewhere, and then many years later, they developed the new style of wrestling. Now, because this is what made it feel real. It wasn't until 86, 7 that what's his ass went on 60 Minutes, said it was fake.
Yeah.
We still thought wrestling was real because this was the style we grew up on. I very much appreciate this match. I'm telling you, I appreciate the match. I will say, between this match and the Chance and King Carter match, I may have to put out a poll, like on our page, on which one you would say is the match of the year.
Yeah.
And I want you, whoever's going to answer this, I want you to go back and actually watch it. And if you have to stop it, I mean, really watch it. And then I think I'm going to put out a poll this week. I want to hear which one, because at the end of the year, I want to do awards.
Yeah.
And as far as,
I'd say the past two shows, Billy's hit a home run out of the park with his main event.
yeah, but these guys have skill, and Billy can plan it, he can book it, but those guys showed their own damn skill, and 100% congratulations, Ray, and congratulations,
Tommy Too
Good, and keep the where my two's at. I do love that.
Yeah,
I do
dig it.
And I do love the what is Ray's
What's good?
What's good? And worse than that, we need to start screaming what's real good. Y'all need to get with it, because there's only so much screaming. I had no voice when we left.
Yeah.
I was trying to really.
This morning when you woke up, too.
I was
voice back for this.
I drank a lot of coffee because my throat was really burning. But there was so many misfalls in that match. And that's what gets us to where we were like,
yeah, we were on the edge of our seat. That was a good match.
But Ray hits him from behind with the Black Flash, which I love that he calls it the Black Flash. Excuse me. And retains. So Ray is still our HCW champion. Good for Ray. But you know what? Give me if Ray can show that that belt is strong, right? Give Tommy, say, 4 to 6 months. Say maybe summer of next year, and maybe we should revisit that fucking match.
Yeah. Have him go up against a few other guys that are just as good, like Zane Carter.
Yeah, and let Tommy build even more. And then, because Tommy is so skilled.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what Austin says. Tommy is just, oh, thank you to both of you because I needed that match.
Yeah,
That made me
that's
feel
the
like
kind of
a
match,
kid.
like, again, they should have been standing on their feet clapping because it was that good.
It was that good. And you know what? That's 2 in a row that we've had amazing matches. And I'm like, it's not because we love them that those were amazing matches. The skill level that they're learning and that they're putting forward and putting into play just in the middle of Kansas is amazing. People would pay good money to see that shit.
Yeah.
That both of those matches are WWE, ECW, WCW, TNA, those are those level of fucking matches. And it's crazy. It's in the middle of Kansas. People are missing out. Well, January 17th, which I don't know if we mentioned, but when Kit did his little fight with Blade, he did mention January 17th they're going to have
Another one in Salina.
another one. So I think I'm kind of thankful. Don't get me wrong. I love Salina shows, but I think December they're only going to do the Red Kettle Rumble. And then we'll be back in January, which is okay. Just okay. Because with the holidays, it is. And just to let everyone aware, if you see me kind of take this kind of emotional, and you know this, I get really depressed in the winter. I'm not working on my garden. It's cold and I have very bad arthritis. And I don't know why. I get very depressed in the wintertime. And Jay does everything he can to keep me out of it. So I live for the wrestling, especially in the wintertime. So I'm okay with there being a break. That way we can focus on some other things we got getting on. And then come January.
We have a lot of birthdays in December.
Yeah, we got 2, yours and Amira's. Well, there's more than that, but that I buy for, yours and Amira's. And then we got Christmas. And literally your birthday is 3 days after Christmas.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. I think your mom hated me.
See, and my daughter's going to be 21 this year, so.
21. My oldest is 21 already. So you're not going to feel any different. You're just going to be sad about it.
Yeah. But,
I had a great time. We stuck around for a good long while. I got to talk to some good people. I love the connections that we're making. I love the support. We do have new lights, and even though I love the lighting, like it looks so good from our perspective, this looks amazing. It's hot. So next month, I'm getting a fan. It can't be a fan like this. It makes too much noise. But I got headphones, I got microphones, I got a mixer. We're going to get this all set up. And then I think, like I said, I think January, just to start, we'll kick the new year off with a fucking bang because they have what is the new year one called? New Year Mayhem or some shit like that? Something like that. We'll kick it off with a motherfucking bang. And in January, we're going to have our first guest. And I'm not going to fucking tell you who it is. You're not going to know. It's going to be Mr. Bones, who actually is in the room. And we got Poe in the room too. So there's 4 people. I'm a person too. I forgot. We don't count the statues though, because that's, what do you think that is? 2,500 statues.
I don't know. I don't think it's that.
Oh, I do. You don't count right. I'm guaranteeing including the stuff on the wall, that's at least 5. Individually. Yeah, we'll get an opinion later on. But our video of showing off our room is up. Um, what would you like to add, my dear?
Nowhere to run this next
January
Saturday,
22nd. That's right. Okay.
22nd.
At Osage, nowhere to run the 22nd. Doors open at 5 for VIP and premium. VIP show starts at 5:30. The main show starts at 6. Ticket prices may be going up as of next year, which is one thing that Billy well, but he announced it for Salina. You got to understand when the economy changes, we have to adjust because that's just the way it goes. And so in Salina, ticket prices for
It'll be
0 to 5 are still free, or 0 to 6, 0 to 5. 0 to 5 are still free. 5 to 12 are going to $5. That ain't shit. You can find $5 of change in your pocket right now. I mean, $5 is nothing. So please do not complain because they're not asking a whole lot. That's $5 that I had 3 kids and I was a single mom and I could afford it with my 3 kids. So please don't complain. It is well deserved and well earned for what they give you because they give you a shit ton of
especially
shit.
here lately. It's.
They give and give and give and give and
I
give.
mean,
give.
we spend the big money on the good seats, and
You know,
we are well getting our money's worth. So $5.
yeah.
If I was a little kid, I only had to pay $5.
All honesty, we pay $170 in tickets alone a month.
Yeah,
That's not including sponsorship. That's not including everything that we pay to do this too. So $5 is nothing. And if you want your kid to go, but 12 and up is like the regular price.
yeah. Start tickets price started at
I think
15,
it's
I believe,
yeah, because they're not going to do free with a paid adult anymore.
unless you're under 5. That's in Salina, though. We don't know about Wichita. You didn't say Wichita. You said
Yeah. So, but
I
but
guess
well
we'll
worth
find
it. If you want some good quality, well worth it wrestling, $5 is nothing.
Yeah.
It's just a kid. It's just a little kid. She's going to probably sit in your lap and run away anyway. So if you're really worried about paying the $5, get grandma to babysit and go to a really good show.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Or you could pay the big bucks to sit next to us.
Yeah, and it's worth it.
It's worth it.
We're supposed to get a waitress, which, by the way, Billy, we didn't get any service.
Yeah.
None at all. Nobody came up and asked us anything, so we got our own drinks. So just to let you know, I maybe that sounds like we're calling Billy out, but we're not. I don't think Billy knows because he's behind the curtain. But just to let you know, whoever you put in charge of that didn't do what they were supposed to do. So I don't know who else was in the super superior VIP. I don't know. I don't know what does he call it? Premium VIP, ultimate VIP. Nobody showed. We're not necessarily complaining. We're just letting you know because we don't care, but there are other people that pay those tickets that may care. Just an FYI.
Another thing for the Salina show, our table's big enough where if you're going to pay for that, you can sit next to us. Just beware, we're rowdy.
Yeah, just don't put your.
We always get that big old booth to ourselves, which I'm not complaining about that either. I mean,
I don't know why anybody doesn't sit with us. I
think they feel like they're not allowed to, but
Jaron Bell sat with us at his first show.
his first show.
The blast, and look at he's on Kilometary now. He hadn't done a wrestling show until then. A few people have sat with us, and they always have fun. And if the table breaks, sorry, your table is not there for food. Just let you know, or drinks. Please do not put your drinks on the table because that's not what it's there for. I put my drink on the floor or right beside me on my booth because that table is for slamming, and then eventually,
Maybe eventually somebody's gonna go through it.
I can guarantee you, if you sit in the seats that we do, you are going to be more involved in the show than you've ever been. I highly recommend it. It's well worth it. We're not rich people by any stretch of the imagination. We have no kind of like abundance of money. We are definitely
super nerd fans.
Yeah, we're still paycheck to paycheck like the rest of you Joe Schmoes. We just choose to blow our money on ridiculous shit like tickets to HCW. And we are huge fans.
Yeah, we love wrestling.
And I think we'd be really sad to take a step back. How sad would that be?
I would be. Especially like where we're at now. I like our position. I like where we sit. I like
We made
we
some
got
really
our
good
own
friends.
piece. Yeah, we've made good friends.
We're getting people to actually pay attention to the show, which means a lot to me.
It's not
And I'm gonna just call him out. Christian Temple. I I needed that, so thank you. I really needed that. I had mentioned it in our prediction show. I cannot tell you how much just that, even if it was just you and just your comment, even a comment on the video and then your comment in just to us, doesn't have to be about the show, just to us individually. That meant more to me than anything else. So I appreciate that. I needed it because sometimes it's hard for me to find motivation to keep doing something. And I explained that in the last video.
Yeah.
So, and I think it made you very happy because
Did
you've been a friend. You've
I've been a Temple fan for a long time.
long time,
Yeah, I've
more
been
than
watching.
10 years.
I remember seeing him. I want to say, yeah, he wrestled in the Armory here at the KWA show or whatever it was, and he also was at the state fair when I first started seeing him. And
What? How long ago was that?
oh, that was years ago. Amir was
Well, because we've been together for 9 years.
yeah.
So,
Well, Amir was probably about 7, 8.
and she's getting to be
I
21.
think she's
So you
21
can
now.
math that shit, but it's more than 15 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've been watching Temple for a while now.
Um, but Temple he's just such a genuinely wonderful person.
When the announcer came up, he put the microphone on the chair, was like, and then he went over and held the ropes for him. I was like, he's such a sweet guy.
Temple makes you want to hug him.
Yeah, right.
You automatically just want to put a belt on him, but at the same time, you know that you don't want to cross him.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be the greatest guy in the whole world for the longest time until you cross a line. And then Temple's not so nice anymore.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Seventh Seal crossed that line,
Well,
and
now
so
listen.
now they got a tag.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So overall, as far as HCW shows,
Favorite match?
favorite match, give it to me.
Favorite
Ready.
match was the 6-man tag. No Koshukuza and the 7th Seal. That match was so good, but I can't hold anything back because it was hard for me to decide between that match, Kitten Blade, or even Calvin and Mitch Onyx, or Ray, and all those matches were.
You got to pick one. I'm asking for your
Well, I
favorite.
did. I said the 6-man tag, but it was hard for me to decide after all
Okay.
those matches.
So 6-man tag because you like chaos.
I do love chaos.
You thrive in chaos. So, I'm gonna say my favorite match is the Ray and Tommy Two Good match,
Sorry,
just
that's-
because you know I'm a very nostalgic person anyway. So when you show me, it felt like a real wrestling fight, and I almost teared up. I almost did. Now, I've cried when Chance lost his belt. Like, that's an emotional thing. This was a very nostalgic, like, childhood, like, I have missed that kind of wrestling. I really fucking wish, besides Butch and Elof Dragunov and Gunther does a little bit, but he always goes into the same hold, but you don't see it that much. So yeah, Chad Gable. So like when we start doing the breakdowns of your videos, I'm actually really looking forward to it because I loved old school wrestling so much. And it just brings back your childhood. It makes me feel like a little kid again. So I'm gonna say that match.
Very good match. Probably one of the top for matches of the year.
Like I said, it's a good contender. I've started a list. So far, I have for match of the year. Now, there are other awards, and we'll get into that in December. We'll start discussing that and maybe see that, what we're going to do because the awards won't be given out till the following year in January, maybe. But anyway, we're working on that. That is a work in progress. But it is a great contender. And how funny is it that it's two best friends?
Yeah.
That are the contending against each other. But it's fair. You know what's going to be even funnier is when those two best friends go against each other. That'll be 2026's match of the year. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I will put an entire paycheck, and I make good money, I'll put a whole paycheck on that motherfucker because I guarantee that'll be a match of the year. I know those two motherfuckers. They're going to kill each other and then they're going to love each other afterward. So as far as an HCW show, 1 to 10,
Oh,
where are we putting this one?
I would say I'd give it a solid 9.
Would you?
Yeah.
I'd give it a solid 8, 8.5.
Okay.
Just because there's room for growth, especially in the Gavin match. I love you, Gavin. You know I do. Mom and Dad love you very much. Do not hold your punches anymore. And I know people have said something to you, but I'm saying it with love. And I'm not saying it as criticism or trying to be mean. Don't hold your punches and let's revisit that match.
Yes.
Let's do it again. Because I know your shenanigans with Heidi's shenanigans, magical. It has potential to be show-stopping, if I might say so myself, because the shenanigans, dastardly deeds.
We love dastardly deeds.
We do.
We like shenanigans.
Anything else?
I think that's probably about it.
Thank you for joining us. Please like and follow, share, comment. This is posted on YouTube. As soon as I'm done, I don't do a whole lot of editing. I add a thing here and there and then cut it. This should be posted actually by the end of today. Today is Sunday. And share it to your friends. Follow us on Facebook. We are Tag 'em and Bag 'em. Follow us on our TikToks. We haven't done a TikTok in a couple of days, but we have shown our video of our room. So if you want a full 360 with the ridiculousness of sound that I added behind it while driving down the road, go ahead. Just cracked me. I'm sorry. It don't make no sense. It's a lot of... Yeah, and it is the most cheesy edit, but I did it on purpose. Just to let you know. Follow us on all socials. The only one that is not under Tag 'em and Bag 'em is there's one. I want to say it's Twitter. I think Twitter is under my name. I can't remember. Anyway, if you have any questions, suggestions, information on shows going on that you would like us to put out,
Or some criticism.
or criticism, we're pretty open to criticism. Show is next Saturday. What else am I missing?
I think that's it. You want to stop by and say hi? Say hi. We'll be there.
All right, please, by all means, do. All right.
Tag 'em and bag 'em out.
Hi, guys.